Yesterday we saw that the yoga means which is beyond asana and pranayama. But since we are getting it from, yoga has become more famous when it came from West. So we also started following as asana. But we should understand what is yoga means. With that, which I can practice 24/7, that sadhana you can call as yoga. So asana is very small part of it, not the whole of it. It's like I got a single-seater flight. So I'm so happy with the flight. I don't know how to drive it, how to fly. I started the engine and it started moving and it has wheels. So I started using the plane in the road. I thought this is fantastic. So I took some empty bag. I went to the market to purchase vegetables and fruits. So I went to the market with my single-seater aircraft. Then while going and coming, I saw this two wings unnecessarily, this two sides. It is extended. Why it is? It is all obstructing while going and coming is very difficult to drive. So I just cut off the wings. And I started loading more. And I'm so happy about what I am doing. Because every day I go to the market and come back. My job is getting done. This, if one who is not aware about how to use the aeroplane, they will think this is fine. What is the problem? This is also engine is there. This is also tire is there. The wheel is there. So this is a vehicle. But somebody who knows that this is an aircraft, if you start using aircraft like this, they will definitely laugh and they will get angry over us. So these two wings are called yamas and niyamas. Before getting into asana or anything, we are supposed to be a good human being. So whatever, so the main thing people may ask, what is a good human being? When we say good human being, we should follow dharma. What is dharma? Dharma means righteousness. What it means is you have to do all the activity in your life which brings well-being to you and to the people around you. Whatever activity you do, which brings well-being to you and the society, that you can call as dharma. So the first thing what yoga insists is to follow yamas and niyamas. The moment we say you have to follow yamas and niyamas, what are yamas? Yamas means social ethics, how I should behave with the society. Ahimsa, Satya, Steya, all those things are there. Niyamas means how I should behave within myself. See, these things are like code of conduct. People may ask, see, you don't need to follow yamas and niyamas because nobody can follow this fully. So start doing asana. Why? What I normally ask is, can you do all the asana? There is no one who can do all the asanas. Okay, I will do only some 10, 15, 20 asanas. Can you do it perfectly? 100% perfect. No. So even asanas also, you cannot do entire thing. You cannot do perfectly. Still you are doing asanas. What is the problem in following yamas and niyamas? It is not easy. It is very difficult. Everything is difficult. Even to do a Surya Namaskar, to learn and do, it's not easy. It's very difficult. Still, we are striving to do. Similarly, the yamas and niyamas, the social and personal ethics, we should try to follow. Remember, what you do in 23 hours will determine the quality of 1 hour of your yoga. Either you do meditation, pranayama, asana, the state of your mind in that 1 hour will be decided by what you do in the balance 23 hours. In the balance 23 hours, if you do all nasty things, then if you sit for 1 hour for yoga, the so-called yoga, then your mind will not be here. It's of no use. So first thing is follow yamas and niyamas. No asana, no pranayama, no meditation. Who asked you to do? You don't need to do. If you follow yamas and niyamas, you will get calm and quiet mind. You will get maturity. After that, if you start doing asana pranayama, it's like you have become some dry leaf. So if a little spark comes, you will catch fire. Otherwise, if you are a wet leaf, then whatever spark or fire comes also, you will not catch fire. So first thing is follow yamas and niyamas. You can see a whole lot of bhakti yogis and karma yogis. They will not do all this asana pranayama. Not required. For a bhakti yogi, simply he will follow all yamas and niyamas. For him, only God is the only reality. He don't have any likes and dislikes. He will not do asana, pranayama, any practice. If he sit and close his eyes, he will directly get into dhyana. Because he's always doing dharana. What is dharana? Thinking about one object. That means thinking about God. So he's already doing, always thinking about God. So dharana is happening. So he will get only dhyana. When you use yoga for yoga therapy, it is like you are cutting the wings of the aeroplane and using, and you are so happy. And everybody is so happy. Why? They can see this vehicle very closely. They will see how fast it can go on the road. They don't know it is meant for flying. And nobody has shown that this is flying except few yogis, right? That means few great beings have got enlightenment. They only insisted on many things, but all the other people said only asana pranayam. But if you have the wings and if you know how to operate this vehicle as an aircraft, you can travel around the world. Do you want to travel around the world using aircraft, or just you want to buy vegetables from the market? That you have to decide. I should also say this. When it comes to yoga therapy, no real master has done the yoga therapy as a full time. If you take any great master, they all gave knowledge or sadhana to do the practice. They will not say morning 9 a.m. to 12 noon. This is therapy time. I'm here to teach you therapy and get rid of your ailment. No. If you take Sri Krishnamacharya, who is seen as a father of modern yoga, people talk more about his therapy. Means he used to cure a lot of things and all. Remember, during Krishnamacharya's time, it was like around 50s, 60s or 70s or 80s, those time people struggle for the ailment. You don't have proper facility, infrastructure. So when that is the need of the hour, you can do. But today you have more hospital, all kind of alternative therapy, everything is there. Still, if you also become one more therapist, somebody is a doctor, somebody is a healer or some therapist, you are one more person in yoga therapist. Yoga therapy is not going to solve your problem. Remember, if you are into yoga therapy, what you are doing, you are curing the illness. Now tell me, yoga means you need to give a permanent solution or temporary solution? At least in yoga, you want a permanent solution, right? You don't want to give a temporary solution. When you cure the ailment, is it a permanent solution or temporary solution? It is very temporary, because when you cure today, he will be so happy and he will go again back. He will get into the same lifestyle. After a few months, he will come back with the same problem. Now, are you happy now? No. You may be happy because one more client, again 2-3 months, he will pay and join. That should not be the fact or the truth you should do. As a yoga seeker, what we should do, we should create knowledge. We should create awareness to this guy. See, now I will solve your problem. But remember, only your lifestyle can save you. Correct? Suppose somebody is coming diabetes, you cured the diabetes. They'll be so happy. They will go and eat 2-3 sweets every day. Why? They know you are there. Even if diabetes comes, again, he will come to you and take therapy and cure his diabetes. This is not awareness. Yoga awareness means what? Awareness about life, changing the lifestyle, changing the thinking, the pattern I think, changing my habits, all those things. But we are not worried about anything. People are so happy to get fame and tell to people outside, I cured 100 people and 10 years, 20 years I cured hundreds of people from different ailments. So what? In your lifetime, you touch one being, one human being, you change that one person. Suppose he gets inspired by you and he start coming into spiritual, this is the highest punya you can get or greatest punya you can do. Because changing one being is much, much better than you curing 100 or 1,000 patients. Because that one being, one person, tomorrow he may create a spark and spread like fire. He may create 100 beings towards spiritual life. So we should remember, this therapy is a side benefit of yoga. It is not the objective of yoga. Please prove it to me any text which says yoga is only for therapy. No text says. No master says. Everybody who puts in the video in YouTube or anywhere, yoga for back pain, yoga for knee pain, yoga for this, yoga for that, I don't know. You have to decide. If yoga has to be taken that way, even by great institutes, I don't want to name, there are many institutes in India, very famous ones. Only therapy they're putting all kind of videos and all of therapy, then I don't want to comment. Because yoga is not for therapy, but Most of the activities are going as therapy. So as a seeker, we should understand it is very important to keep the body and mind in a healthy condition. But at the same time, we should not use aircraft as a kind of a car or a kind of vehicle to do some mundane things. If you really want to cure your ailment, like if you would really want to go and purchase something from the market, you can use a cycle, right? You can use your two-wheeler, or you can go by walk. You don't need to use an aircraft. So similarly, if you want to cure your back or solve your physical, mental problem, what is the problem? Go for the medical treatment, go for any alternative therapy or allopathy, whatever it is, or exercise, swim, do all those things, which is much better than asana. If asana, if you are not cultivating the awareness, in the asana, you are not cultivating the spirituality, then asana is as good as swimming, walking, jogging. What's the big deal? So better they can do. What for you need to teach or you need to do asana? So this flight is to fly. This small aircraft is to fly. That means this yoga is to explore the spiritual dimension. This is what great yogis did. I don't remember any yogi taught yoga as therapy unless until it is absolutely required. And most of the yogis have very good knowledge about Ayurveda. So they were good medical practitioner of Ayurveda and yoga. They used to suggest more of Ayurveda. Because when it comes to disease to the body, which is Annamaya Kosha, you can cure it through medicine. Because when you start teaching yoga as therapy, people will not see beyond. Remember, yoga is to awaken people, not to make the people to sleep. Telling that, okay, I'll give you all the comfort and make them so dumb, they will not look towards spiritual dimension. Our problem comes here is, I really do not know what I want. See, that's why I used to say, we always in India, we have a story like somebody did tapas and God comes and three boons. We don't ask for one boon because, one boon may go wrong. If I God have three boons, at least one will bring my well-being. Now tell me, if God comes tonight and asks you three boons, what is that you will ask? Become you or become a normal person and ask. Don't say mukti. Mukti means today, now you need to go. Before end of the class, God will come and take you. If you are okay, then ask for mukti. We are not ready, right? We may want to go, but not now, maybe little later. So is there anybody in the world, if God comes and asks three boons, you will be granted that boon. Can you guarantee that three boon will solve all your problem? Is anybody here? The three boon, if God comes and asks me three boons, I will ask, and thereafter I'll be happily living. You cannot guarantee. Now tell me, can you earn money more than the three boons? Because the three boon you can ask, I want to become a billionaire. You will not become by earning, right? If you start living your life and start earning money, at the end of your life, can you earn more money than the boon what you can ask today? No, right? So we should be sure we cannot earn money what I think. Even if you earn whatever you think or even beyond, that is not going to solve your problem. So first we should know what is that I want in my life. Remember why people are studying, doing PhD in yoga. I think in yoga they have to find, if they do some research, people in yoga do more PhDs than people in other field, possibly. Why you are doing PhD? Because they are feeling happy. If I get PhD, I'll be happy. Now, why you are going to office? No, I go office because I get good salary. What for salary? To be happy. No, I'm just behind my passion. My passion is teaching. My passion is this, that. Why you want to do your passion? Because I want to be happy. Ultimately, whatever you want to do in your life, it is to get your happiness. Why you are trying to get happiness through an indirect way? Through money, through other person, through materialistic world, through X, Y, Z. No, if you want happy, get it directly. In your mind, you think happiness means it can come only through an object or through somebody, either living or non-living. Through them only you will get happiness. Just look back at your life and tell me one thing which gave you happiness all the time, or even if you do the same thing, it will give you happiness. At one point time it gave, but after that it became suffering. Now you can say my school days were so fine, fantastic. We know how you went to school, right? Every day, cursing, crying. After finishing school, suddenly school has become so fine, fantastic. If you ask college days, no, 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 that's my golden period. People talk all these things after getting married. Compared to that situation, your school, college, everything was fine, fantastic. No. Whenever you start feeling now, today, this phase of life, what I am living, this is so fantastic. I don't want to exchange this to anything else. If you come to that kind of state, then we can say like you're reached to some extent. But none of us are here. Always we compare today with yesterday. Always yesterday was better compared to today. Right? Yesterday we asked, right? How the graph, if you put the graph from 5 years to 10, 15, 20 till now, whether happiness is going up or down. When we see at the age of 5 and 10, we are so happy. But now, with so much money, so many things we did, we are not going towards happiness. We are getting more of stress and life is becoming bitter. So what it means is, I really do not know what I want. Now, let us all be frank and straightforward. All of us need happiness, right? Is there anybody here? I don't want happiness. I like to be depressed. So I will be sitting like this, depressed always. If you like it, please do it. If you really like to be unhappy, to be stressed, to be depressed, please do. But none of us like this. All of us want happiness. So what we are doing? We beg for love. We beg for compassion, kindness, courtesy, positivity, all the good qualities, joy, ecstasy, everything we beg. I only earn money because I know only about the false me. What is the false me? The ego, which says I know everything. If we start living, I do not know. Say, I getting so much problem in life. I do not know why the problems are coming. I'm getting low salary. Why I do not know. Or I'm getting X, Y, Z. Or I don't have this. Somebody is having a car. I don't have a car. I do not know. If you start asking question, suppose you get less money, you will be asking and finding why I'm getting low money. So I need to improve this. I need to study more or improve my skill or I need to shift my job. It will come, right? If you ask the question, I do not know, it will come. Or I have money, I have everything settled, I've got good education, I have family, I have kids, everything, but still I have a lot of problems. That means something is there, is pulling me towards spirituality. And if you start thinking, I do not know, again you will get. Or you are having some problem, let's say like in-laws problem, which is an unsolved mystery in the universe. So the in-laws problem. When you have this problem, you have to think, why it is happening? I do not know. Then if you say, I do not know, then you will start finding answer. Why? So you cannot change that person. The problem with our life is, there is only one problem. We tell that in the high blood pressure class. Traditionally, there are three problems. Adi Devikam, Adi Baudikam, Adi Atmikam. That means problems that can be caused due to nature, like flood or any kind of earthquake or anything, which is very less. How many of us face those things, problem in our life? Very rare. Adi Bhautikam means problems faced due to other creatures. Even you get a virus, a viral fever, or dog bite, cat bite, or anything. Anything happens due to other beings. That is also very less fraction. The 95%, more than 95% of problem is Adi Atmikam. That means self-made. I create my own problem. This is true. We create our own problem. We don't know how to control our mind. So we don't know how to get the education about life. We don't know how to live. So we suffer. Now, can we reduce the three problems to only one problem? What is the one and only problem? Life is not happening the way I expect to happen. Is that true? No, no, no. You know my in-laws, that's the problem. Yes, you want your in-laws to be your way. They are in other way. No, no, I have my son, but now he changed. You want your son to be your way. You want him to act your way, but he is having other way. No, no, my spouse, my husband, my wife, he or she is different. You want them to happen your way. They are doing their own way. So life is not happening your way. Correct? That's the only problem. If life happens your way, you'll be so happy, right? If life happens your way, you'll be happy. Life is not happening my way, so I'm not happy. Now tell me, how many of you believe God? Or how many of you don't believe in God? Most of us believe in God. If most of you believe in God, if life is not happening your way, whose way it happens? If life is not happening your way, you believe in God, whose way it is happening? It's happening by God's way. So if you are a believer of God, if life is happening God's way, you should be happy or depressed. You should be happy. So either way, you should be happy. If life happens your way, be happy. If life doesn't happen your way, be happy. Why? Life is not happening my way, but it's happening in God's way. We know the truth, but very difficult to understand, right? This is the problem. If we solve this one, if we fix only this one, this individual, if I fix, my life will be all right. So if you fix you, your life will be all right. Don't try to fix your spouse, your in-law, your children, your parents. You cannot fix them. Can you correct them? You tried all these years. Can you change one person in your life, in your family, to listen 100% what you want? No. Even the little one which came through you, from you, even they will not listen. How you expect your parents or in-laws or husband or wife to listen? They will not listen. If you keep on trying to correct them, your life will go waste. Is that true? You keep on trying. Even now, from now, another 20, 30 years, still you will not change them. If you change, everything will happen. Now, when I say you change, means I'm not telling you change to accept, you change as per their wish. No. First, you try to accept that person, whomever in your life. It may be any relationship. That person is behaving that way in spite of you telling 100 times. What you can do? Accept them. They are like this. They will say, right, it's dog's tail. Dog's tail will be one shape only. If you try to change, again it will come back. Whole life you try to change dog's tail. Are you going to accomplish that? No, you are going to a big failure. You are trying to change which cannot be changed. If they have any blessing, they will change. You do your best, just ignore and start living. I know it is very, 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 very difficult. Saying is easy, doing is difficult. But if you don't accept, this is the way, there is no way out. First thing is accept. They are like this, you are like this. Don't try to judge who is right, who is wrong. They may be right or wrong, you may be right or wrong. But when you understand, I'm unable to get terms with that person, accept they are that type only, you cannot change. Why you want to change them? If they are not willing to change, what is your problem? You protect yourself, do whatever you want to do, just ignore. If you come to this acceptance, or by faith, God has given that person in my life specifically for me to learn a lesson. If you read this Many Lives, Many Masters, a book, anybody wants to read the book, please send me a message. I'll send you the soft copy. It's a fantastic book. A foreigner, a doctor who talks about our karma, samskara, vasanas, all those things. So why some people has to come to your life? There is a reason. You have to learn a lesson. If you don't learn that lesson in this birth, again next birth, the same person will come. Do you want them? Anybody here? I have my spouse or my children or my father, mother, I love them most. Even next 100 janma, I want the same person. Huh? Anybody here? Then you will be a wonderful person. Your life is wonderful. None of us want it, right? We thinking, oh, no, somebody can be better. Luckily, we don't remember. You don't remember. The same person has come in your life in previous birth also. You don't remember. That's why you're able to live with that person. If you know last 100 janma, you'll be touching your head and saying, oh my God, on the 100 janma, 50 janma, this guy came with me. This person is there in my life. Why they are coming again and again with the same personality is for you to teach a lesson. You have to learn a lesson from them. Not about them, about life. They will say, whomever you hate most, they will become your children or spouse. Whomever you hate in this janma. Whomever you love most in this janma, they'll become possibly in-laws or somebody you are supposed to hate, because you should not have hatred or attachment. Both are not good to life. You have to learn a lesson. So somebody you are hating this janma, remember you only got attached to that person in the previous janma. God is helping you to learn a lesson in this janma. So life is not happening. If it is not happening your way, it is happening God's way. So we are begging for all these things. Remember, if you have money, what is the use if you start begging all these things? Can you buy through your money any of these things? Monthly, you give 1 lakh to somebody. Can they come and give all the love to you? That's not love when you can purchase for some money. That's acting, right? So this is what we have. Our condition is we have money, but we don't have anything else in the life. What the yogi has? A yogi has everything. He begs only for his food. A yogi or spiritual seeker or or accomplished yogi, he has everything. He begs only for his food. Food also he can earn, but he thinks that is not required because his sadhana has become more important. We always feel why this person, he can sit under a tree and do no. Why this guru is traveling through aircraft? Why this guru is doing like this, that? If he start walking, can he meet more people? He has to take aircraft only. What's the problem for us? We, especially Hindus, we start hating our own gurus. That's a big fashion. That is called, whatever you want to put a word. No, you don't need to see the religion. Whomever is accomplished, accomplished. But give respect to what they teach. No need to see what they are doing. Because the teaching is for us. What they do is for them. We can never understand a yogi's behavior. Remember, even when Buddha came, even when Krishna came, whomever came, that time many people hate them also. You can see. When Buddha came, it was not only handful of people around him. Now we celebrate Buddha because the Buddha is not here. Anybody comes to the body, we always have a problem with their personality. We'll start saying how he is eating, how he is talking. No, he is not a guru. After they die, they become God suddenly, right? Somebody lived very worst in their life. If they die, they become suddenly God. We'll say, no, he's a wonderful person. Why? See that when they are alive. So a yogi has everything. He begs only for the food. We are reverse. So all these few hours, what we discussed, 3-4 hours, it's only to understand what is yoga. So what is yoga? Yoga is union. Union of what? You and the other. Everything I want to become me. So yoga is union. If you want to put Jivatma, Paramatma, you do. But nobody will follow you. You will not be convincing that. To become one with existence is yoga. To become one with everything is yoga. That's what we are trying to do. If you become one with one person in your life, you call that marriage, right? You call that love. Because he or she becomes your better half. That means you included one person as part of your life. If you have children, suppose you have 2 children, then 2 children and your wife or husband, you have included part of you. Including, you don't need your body or simply willingness, right? You can include the whole world as part of you. That is called yoga. To include everyone as part of me is yoga. Why I am doing asana, pranayama, and meditation? Why I highlighted this asana, pranayama, meditation is these are the 3 things done by any yoga teacher. They will not teach anything else. No dharana, no samadhi. Next time you don't put asana, pranayama, meditation. I teach samadhi. People who come to my class, within 1 week, I will get into samadhi. You advertise. Anybody will join? Nobody will join. Even if you offer free, you pay money also, they will not join. So this is simply to asana, pranayama, meditation. What is the connection? You should not do first asana without yama and niyama. We are doing. Are we teaching yamas and niyamas or some scripture, something in life? No. Okay, asana, then pranayama. First class itself, asana, pranayama. Not after 1 month pranayama. Immediately. Then after pranayama, no dharana and all. No pratyahara dharana. Straight away meditation. So this is all just good to earn money, not for spiritual dimension. So what about my physical and mental health? The physical and mental well-being to the body and mind are only the side benefit of yoga. So if you are a yoga therapist, remember you are not teaching yoga. You are teaching little something peripheral of yoga. Nothing to talk about yoga, because the same benefit they can get through changing their lifestyle or changing their food or getting into exercise or getting into walking, swimming. They can do. They don't need to come to you. So why still asana is given more importance is you will get more better physical and mental health through asana and pranayama. Though you can get it through other activities. Because without the healthy body, without a healthy mind, you cannot do anything in your life, right? You get one back pain, you are ready to sacrifice anything in this world, especially the lower back pain. Because the spine is that one, if you get any disc problem, you cannot do any activity. Even if your one hand or leg fracture, no problem. Still you can keep on doing. But with the spine, you can't even sleep. If you can't even sleep at one position. So, though physical, mental health, the asana pranayama gives, to that extent it is fine. But if you want to get into any spiritual dimension, those is not at all enough. So yoga is for higher purpose. And the health is only a side benefit. It is not the main thing. So when you get into yoga, there are two important texts. One is Hatha Yoga Pratipika, which talks about Hatha Yoga. Other is Patanjali Yoga Sutras. So these two are the basic texts in yoga. If you are a seeker or a teacher, you should read these two books. If you want any guidance, anybody, if you want any ebook, please let me know. I'm just started putting more materials on Hatha Yoga Pratipika in my website, which you can download, you can use it. We are also going to take the class in future. Probably I'll be taking from our ashram. It will be on chargeable basis. Similarly, Yoga Sutras. The reason why even I personally, I'm not for taking free class. See, now we have 27 people. Suppose 50 people join the class by paying 1,000 rupees for this whatever 50 course. You know how much will be the attendance? 50, 40 will be there, or 45 will be there. I can see the 27 people leaving me the 26 who are here. Those 25, 26 people are really your seekers. That's why you're here. Because when you say it is free, not everyone will join. They'll be thinking maybe like I will listen to the recording. Sometimes some people are busy really. I'm not blaming them. Other people intention is there to join. I cannot control my own mind. When we put the poster or message, people thought I will join. There are more than 250 people in our group. But live we can get only 25. This is the reality. So that 25, please, you need to read these two texts. If you need any help in reading these two texts, we are here to help you. So one talks about Hatha Yoga. What is Hatha Yoga? Now, Hatha Yoga is that which teaches you how to use this body and mind to achieve the higher state. Yoga Sutras talks extensively about mind and your life, karma, samskara, everything. Now, Hatha Yoga only you can find all the asana, pranayama, mudra, bandha, meditation, everything you can find in Hatha Yoga Pratipika. The entire book talks about all these things. They also say, the Swatmarama, who is the author, he says, the purpose of Hatha Yoga is to get into Raja Yoga. Now, what is Raja Yoga? Raja means king. Who is the king inside me? My mind is the king. So understanding mind is the goal or objective of Hatha Yoga. And Swami Satyananda says, suppose you are trying to get into yoga in this lifetime, first time. You do not know whether it's first time or many times. Suppose somebody is trying to get into yoga for the first time. For him, Hatha Yoga is the best way. Because learning asana, you don't need to understand philosophy, you don't need to understand life, just keep on doing asana, pranayama, everything. Then you will start evolving slowly. But all the 25 people who are sitting here, you are all beyond this Hatha Yoga. Remember, you can do Hatha Yoga for your physical, mental well-being, but you are all meant for Raja Yoga. Why? The goal of Hatha Yoga is to get into Raja Yoga. Raja Yoga means understanding mind, studying about mind, knowing more about mind and following that. Since all of you are here, all of us are here, we have the eligibility to study Yoga Sutras. In the Yoga Sutras, only 3 sutras talks about asana. Remember, the whole book is close to 400 slokas are there, talks about all the practices, whereas here, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, there are 195 sutras, 3 sutras talks about asana, 5 sutra talks about pranayama. But about yamas and niyamas, more than 15, 16 sutras are there. Then tell me which is more important. So both are important. If somebody cannot understand any text, cannot understand about life, don't have any interest, please get into Hatha Yoga. But if you have this intention to know more about spiritual dimension, please get into Yoga Sutras, Raja Yoga. So both are complementing each other. One talks about right from LKG, UKG, how to get it. Suppose you passed 10th standard or you passed 12th. You already passed 12th. You want to go again LKG or you want to go to college? You want to go to college, right? So Yoga Sutra is like college. Now, having said it is college, is the school is lesser important? No, without school you cannot get into college. Maybe most of us would have finished this Hatha Yoga in the previous birth. Now our mind is interested towards Raja Yoga. Now you are listening to this lecture, this is a Raja Yoga, teaching of Raja Yoga only, whatever I'm talking now. So these are all concepts from Yoga Sutras and many of the scriptures. So these two texts, all of us have to read. We will talk about Hatha Yoga Pratipika. Hatha Yoga Pratipika, Hatha Yoga. So it means like a light on yoga. So Pratipika means light. So it talks about Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga means the physical disciplines, what you have to do to know the inner dimension inside you. So in Hatha Yoga, it is mentioned clearly what you need to follow. It is written by a great sage, Svatmarama. Commentary is given by many people. The text talks about 4 chapters. The text has the first chapter talks about asanas and preparatory disciplines. Like you need to find a right guru, you need to spend your time in ashram, then learn. Remember, these texts, especially Hatha Yoga, whatever techniques they are teaching, you should not follow in your normal life. You have to get this teaching from a guru. You have to practice this in a ashram environment. One thing people don't understand is if they find anything in the text they want to do in their life. Remember, that is not for you and me. We are all grahasthas. We don't have a live guru. Do you have any live guru with you who is already accomplished yogi? Don't call teacher as a guru. Somebody shares a knowledge. Now I share a knowledge. I don't even call me as a teacher because I have just little I've learned. I'm just sharing. At the most, I can be your friend. Similarly, not every teacher will become your guru. A guru means really is a yogi. He can only be your guru or she can be your guru. So the first chapter talks about asanas and preparatory disciplines, which are for our knowledge, not for our practice. If you want to practice, please go through this. Then you will understand how much severe conditions he has put. You have to dedicate your life morning to evening. Certain kind of food only you have to take. All the time you should start doing asanas. Not half an hour, 1 hour, 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours. Following all the shatkarmas. Very difficult. Then second chapter talks about pranayama. It also clearly says after gaining expertise in asana only you have to do pranayama. Remember. See, all of us are in yoga. We all believe in papa and punya. Like punya and papa. If you do bad, bad will come. If you do good, good will come. If you are a yoga teacher and irresponsibly if you start teaching mudras, chakras, what else? Higher practices. If the people are not eligible, if you are teaching, you are gaining more papa. Because the higher dimension should be taught, should be revealed only for a qualified person. If somebody cannot even do asana, if you teach pranayama, that is a big papa. Why you are teaching? That's not good to him. We should not show our ego. I learned all the pranayama I will teach. First see whether they are eligible or not. So only after asanas, after gaining enough expertise. In our case, at least give them 1 month to do asana. Normally, if you give 3 months to asana, fantastic. After that, you have to start pranayama. Then the third chapter talks about mudras. Now it has become very famous. And I used to get a lot of irritation when people talk about mudras. Now, like everyone, I also have some physical problem. When people ask, I say this. Immediately people suggest, please keep this mudra. Then your problem will be solved. I'll say I don't believe in it. Believe in the sense, I'm not talking about the effect of the mudra, but mudra is not for that. A mudra should be practiced, except chin mudra or jnana mudra, which you practice for meditation or a simple thing, that's okay. But the higher mudras and all, you have to practice only if you gain mastery over asana, then pranayama, then mudras. And I see people telling that, suppose somebody is bedridden and somebody's heart problem is there is some mudra which you keep in the hand and tie them. Tie the hand with that mudra. Then ask them to say in the bed itself, let them be. Then they'll get cured. I cannot see somebody more, I don't want to use the word. What is it you're doing? Which text it is said you can do like this? You have to do anything consciously, right? First thing, somebody is bedridden. How you are tying this hand and this and keeping the mudra? Suppose you have a problem. Can I do mudra and come out? Maybe the mudra keeping that it will solve your problem. Remember, when it can solve your small problem, that is not the objective of mudra. So some other effect will be there. Today my headache may go. Tomorrow my stomach pain will come. You do not know the reason because you are using the mudra. It may cure your headache. It may come in other form. We should never ever try all these things. See, it is not only my personal opinion. Please prove me in any text it is said, no need to do asana pranayama. Keep the mudra for half an hour daily. Your problem will be solved. Where it is written or which master said, please tell me. I also want to learn. I'm ready to challenge, because this is a very wrong approach we are having, and this is not going to bring any well-being. Then we have all the chakra meditation, all kind of chakras. This has to be done by sincere practitioner. If you are a sincere practitioner, please proceed. You are doing asana for many months or years, then you are taking pranayama, then move to mudras, then move to chakra. Fine, perfectly fine. But not simply giving this to everyone. Remember, this is you are doing lot of papa. Don't think by curing is punya. See, suppose I am a smoker. Okay. I smoked, I got cancer. And I'm about to die tomorrow. And you are a big therapist. So today I happen to meet you in Yoga Sutra class. I'm telling, see, I've got this cancer and all. You are a great therapist. Please help me. Then you saw me, and you are a great therapist, right? So you gave me some mudra, that, this and all. Within a month, my cancer gone. So you're doing punya, or papa? You're doing punya, right? Good. I'm about to die. You saved my life. Now tell me, after that, what will I do? I'll say thank you to you, and I will give you a lot of money, and I will go. Earlier I was smoking 1 packet cigarette a day. Now I will start smoking 2 packet cigarette a day. Why? My lungs has become all right, and I know your address. If I get cancer again, I will again come to you, spend 1 month, and all my cancer will go. Now tell me, are you doing punya or papa? You are doing great, papa. Instead of you correcting me, you as a yoga teacher correcting me, you are making my condition worse. This is not responsible way to teach yoga. So if you want to learn spiritually, learn from a living master, not from book. Even asana, they will say you should not learn from book. Please learn asana from a teacher, and pranayama, other higher practice, from a live guru or somebody. You can go to any ashram. You can find some people who are dedicated their life. Even Shatkarma and all seems to be simple, but very effective. You have to learn live, not everything through online. We can talk through online. We cannot do. You do that. But don't ever bypass these things. Bypassing the mudras without touching asana pranayama, it's not going to bring well-being either to you or somebody. Ultimately, if you are doing this, you are going to get all the bad deeds. Be aware about it. So what Hatha Yoga Pratipika says is the asana, pranayama and mudra are preparatory practices designed to attain samadhi. Now, what is samadhi? No need to have some negative feeling. Samadhi means climax of meditation. All of meditation means so happy. Samadhi means we are unhappy, right? Because we don't understand the meaning. So samadhi means climax of meditation. If you reach a certain stage in meditation, you will get into the highest state, which you can call samadhi. So it says your asana, pranayama, mudra, bandhas, whatever is to reach that samadhi state. So samadhi, getting into samadhi is Raja Yoga. Why? When you get into samadhi, then you will start understanding more about yourself. Otherwise, in asana, pranayama, I am seeing about my body, mind. But how the knowledge of self comes? That comes only by introspection and getting deeper inside me. That is through Raja Yoga. So in Hatha Yoga, they follow a technique called Nadanu. You don't need to worry about it. You can leave it. That's a higher practice. Okay. Not taught by any schools. It has to be taught by a realized person only if you attain certain stage where it's simply hearing a music. A music is not played out. A music is there, which will come to your perception. You will start hearing that. So we can forget about that. Before getting into asana pranayama, Hatha Yoga Pratipika, the 16th sutra in the first chapter, 16th sloka talks about qualification of success. 10 yamas, 10 niyamas. Oh, in Yoga Sutra, there are only 5 yamas and 5 niyamas. See here in Hatha Yoga, 10 yamas, 10 niyamas. Because people who are doing only asana, this slide is for you. Because it clearly says, if you don't follow this yamas and niyamas, you are not qualified to do asana. They say first you practice yamas and niyamas, then start doing asana. This is the reality. This is the truth. But we are not teaching this to our whomever is coming. You call students or participants or care seeker, all fancy words we put. We put all the fancy words, but we don't teach truth because we have not learned truth. So first, we are also not expert, right? Even we are all yoga teachers. Some amount we need to follow. Compared to last year, this year, if my anger has come down or increased, a simple way to see ahimsa. You take non-violence or your anger simple, because getting anger over someone, getting angry on someone is non-violence. So is this reduced compared to 2 years before now? Then we are moving in the right direction. So see here, the qualification and success, somebody should be enthusiastic, perseverance, and you should have real knowledge, faith, courage, avoiding common people. What common people means? Unsuitable company. If you are in yoga, have with friendship with this. You should have, if you have friendship with the smokers and drinkers, then that's not going to bring success. These are the qualification of success. I don't want to go through yamas and niyamas. Just it's all self-explanatory. Otherwise, it takes more time. But it simply says how I should behave with the society, how I should behave within myself. All the qualities are mentioned here. We never give importance to these things. We jump only into asanas. Even the great institutions are doing the same thing. If you go to any teacher training course, they give more importance to asana. But who is following all these things? Who is even telling this? So we as a yoga teacher or seeker, we should clearly know. If you know, no, these are all impossible not to follow. No, it is possible. In our text, nothing is impossible. If they are given means it is possible. Not today. It takes more time. So one day it is possible. We'll come back to a few exercises we have given, right? So maybe another 5 minutes we'll come back and see how we can relate this with the exercise what we have given. So additional points about Hatha Yoga Pratipika. Hatha Yoga Pratipika is considered as a cornerstone of Hatha Yoga literature, bringing gap between physical practices and higher meditative states. So through physical practices, you can get into higher states if you follow Hatha Yoga. The purpose of Hatha Yoga is to get from gross to subtle. What is gross? Asana is very gross. You have to get to subtle. That means about me, who I am, self-realization. So in Hatha Yoga, you move from gross dimension to subtler dimension. Most of the the tradition what you see today, you can see they will trace to Hatha Yoga, some masters of Hatha Yoga, but they are missing all those teaching and only remembering the practice of asana and pranayama. And the philosophical foundation, though Hatha Yoga talks about asana pranayama, but what is the background or scene behind it? The objective is to harmonize this body, breath, and mind, or what we'll say body, breath, mind, soul, whatever. You need to live a kind of a union with all these things, because only then you can get into the higher dimension or liberation. So Hatha Yoga serves as a preparatory stage. It is mentioned Hatha Yoga Pratipika, not by me. Okay. So we need to understand this is a path to reach Raja Yoga. Let's take chapter 1. The chapter 1 talks about, the first 16 verse talks about invocation, prerequisite of yoga, for yoga. If you want to do yoga, what are the prerequisite? You have to, how your ashram should be, what is the place you need to practice, how the place should look, all those things comes up to 16 verses. Then talks about asanas, then dietary and lifestyle prescriptions. You see, what are the asana? Swastikasana, Gomukasana, Virasana, Kurmasana. Go through this. Then you see here, Siddhasana, Padmasana, Simhasana, Bhadrasana. Oh my God, where is Sarvangasana? Where is Shirsasana? It's not there. Whatever asana you teach, it is not here. What it means then? What is the use of these asana? Most of these asana are meditative asanas, or these asanas get into meditation, especially Siddhasana. You see here, Siddhasana is given from 35 to 43. It says Siddhasana is the best asana, but you cannot sit in Siddhasana without getting into other asana. You need to bend the body in all the direction, make it under your control, then only you can sit in Siddhasana without moving. So purpose of all the asanas, remember, purpose of whatever asanas you are doing, the objective is to get into the meditative posture. Whichever posture you can sit for meditation. You can say Padmasana, Siddhasana, whatever asana you want to sit. If you are able to sit comfortably in this asana for half an hour, 1 hour, that means you achieved mastery in asana. How to find? I'm doing for 10 years, sir. I'm doing asana. How to know I've reached? If you're doing for whatever be the years or months, can you sit in Siddhasana for 30 minutes without moving? If you are able to sit, very good. You have achieved mastery over your asana practice. But these days, doing fast is very easy, right? Doing fast is very easy. Can you sit without doing anything? That's the most difficult one. But that is the goal of Hatha Yoga. Chapter 2 talks about pranayama. especially Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. See here, between 4 to 20, around 16, 17 shloka talks about Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. It says Nadi Shodhana Pranayama is the basic or foundation. Nadi Shodhana, cleansing your nadis. Only after cleaning the nadis, you have to do all these pranayama. What pranayama? All this thing we teach. Surya Bedana, Ujjayi, Shitkari, Shitali, Bastrika, Brahmari, Murcha Plavini we don't teach. Luckily, nobody is teaching. Otherwise, we'll exploit that also. So if you want to teach, learn any these pranayama, first basic is Nadi Shodhana. Not I am telling. Hatayava Pradipika says. So Nadi Shodhana is the pranayama anybody can do. If you are not having mastery or Nadi Shodhana, please don't try other pranayama. Of course, Brahmari you can do for a certain reason. All other pranayama you are not supposed to do. But that is not the case. Today, Kapalapadi Bastrika is very famous. Why? It is so active. If you do some 200, 300 Kapalapadi, then it's seen as an achievement. No, it is not a gym, but to show to people or to have some self-satisfaction. We have to ask, have you gained mastery over Nadi Shodhana? Can you sit and do for 30 minutes Nadi Shodhana? At least 15 minutes? We have to ask question to ourselves. Remember, these are all scriptures are God to us. Whatever written in scriptures are truth. Not one person says, any commentator says the same thing. This is what written in Hatayava Pratipika. So it talks about 8 pranayama. Nadi Shodhana is not considered as pranayama in Hatayava Pratipika. It is considered as a preparatory practice. So it says, without learning and practicing Nadi Shodhana pranayama, don't get into other practices. A clear warning is there. Chapter 3 talks about mudras. See, mudra is coming in 3rd chapter. All the mudras are coming. You can see here bandhas. See, those who are new to yoga forget all these things. You should understand there is something called Hatayava Pratipika, something happens. Because when we say mudra, bandha, the question will come. I don't think anybody new to yoga is here. If somebody is there, ignore all these things. You don't need to listen to all these things. So, what are things are here? You can see Mahabandha, Uddiyana Bandha, Jalandhara Bandha. How come Bandha can come in mudras? Because up to a certain period of time, these were all considered as mudras. Only after a certain period of time, it was divided and bandha came separately. So it talks only about mudras. They say, if you do asana, if you do pranayama, get into mudras, you will be awakening your kundalini. We are not going to explain what is kundalini and all. Kundalini is some dormant, a shakti which is there inside you. If you are to awaken, that's the reason we are doing asana pranayama. Whatever yogic practice you are doing, the purpose of yogic practices are to awaken your kundalini shakti. Something is dormant or very low within. You are not identify with that. If you start waking it up, then you will become a superhuman. That's the purpose of it. Then the last chapter talks about samadhi and what are the methods. Here it says about Nadhanusandhana. That means listening to a divine music, which will come in the final, if somebody is so much ready, done all the asana pranayama with the master, everything, the mind is pure, body is pure, then you will start listening to that kind of practice. So the 4th chapter talks only about higher practices. So most of us, most of the people in yoga cannot do all these practices. Only very few accomplished yogis they do, because especially this 4th chapter, you need to learn in front of a guru. Even asana pranayama also you have to learn, but this is all very sensitive practices. You cannot try to attempt anything, because when you get into this 4th chapter, inner revelation will come. You start getting guidance inside you. See, till asana pranayama, mudra, bandha, you can get external guidance. After a certain period of practice, you will get your inner guru. So whatever you call as God or that nature, it will guide from inside. The guru will come from inside. So that only they are eligible for chapter 4. Now we stop here. And we gave 2 practices, right? One is wearing the watch on the opposite hand. How many of you tried? Or lifting the phone. Anybody tried? Nobody tried? You tried, Shilpa ma'am. Shilpika ma'am, I'm sorry. Can you tell me what happened when you change your hand? Yes, Arvind sir. Yes. First, Shilpika ma'am, can you tell me when you change from right hand to left hand, that day what happened? How many times?
I was doing it wrongly every time. Every time I was trying to correct it from my, I was wearing it on my right hand. And whenever I wanted to see the time, I was lifting my left hand.
That's true, right? Very good. Fantastic. So you are observing. Now we'll come and connect with something. Arvind, sir, you want to say something? Your experience.
Yeah, I felt it as a burden, and I had one kada which I wear in right hand. I deliberately wore in left hand. It
You're
was
not
so
comfortable.
annoying. I had to take it off completely. I don't have it anymore.
Fantastic. So
So it
this is
was
what
not
I want to know.
comfortable.
Okay. What is the second practice we give?
Chewing the food for 40,
How
40
many of you tried?
times.
How many of you tried?
I
Harita, ma'am.
tried, but not
Yeah.
consistently.
Okay. No. So can you tell me while trying what happened to your mind? What is going on in your mind when you tried?
It's need a little bit more focus, sir, while eating the food.
Uh-huh.
We no need to
Tell
talk
me what
anything,
difficulty
sir.
you faced. What difficulty you faced?
Unable to talk with others. More
That's okay.
focus we need.
Okay.
And
More
it's
patience.
became food became juice completely.
Yes. The patience is not there, right? You want to swallow.
Yes,
The body or mind wants to swallow. You are controlling and putting.
yes.
See, both the practices, the watch, and we'll come to that watch. See, what is happening is all these days, we got a habit of wearing the watch on the left hand, for example. Most of the people, left hand. Now, I created a habit that only left hand watch should be there, and I'll be seeing that. One fine day, I changed to right hand. I told myself, I'm changing right hand. You know that you only change the right hand. Nobody has put it. You only change. Well, then why you're seeing the time on your left hand? 10 times, 100 times? You know watch is on the right hand. Today morning, I only was wearing in the right. But I keep on seeing in the left. Now, what it means is you are into that samskara. That means habit. Though you change to right, your inertia, the tendency, all these days you went to one direction. Same thing. Mind is programmed to look only left, not to the right. Is that true?
This is what my experience was, but I just wanted to hear whether I was right or wrong. I wear it daily on the left hand, and now that I hold on the right hand, so many times I was looking at left hand, and my right hand, felt little heavy. So I just, it's crazy, but I wanted to hear from you.
Sir, we can't even make little adjustment in our life. When it comes, it's pain, suffering. See how we are suffering prone. Just a watch, what it makes a difference? That is giving suffering. When I can't even accept the watch, when I can't even control my mind to look for the time on the right hand, not to the left. When this itself I can't do, how we will evolve? You tell me, how will you solve your life problem? So much programming is there. You're done in opposite direction. To change the watch itself, maybe you have to do for another 1 month. In next 1 month, you start wearing in the right hand. Then it will become so comfortable. Initially, suffering will be there. After that, you will become comfortable. Remember, the first day you start driving your car, you learned some time back. You got your car, you start driving. First 1 month, it was horrible. If somebody talks, also don't talk. Somebody puts music system, no, switch it off. I'm driving. You're like a robot, you're driving. No, not listening anything. Horrible. After a month, now you can talk, you can eat, you can drive. We should understand everything comes only by practice. Unless until you practice, nothing will come. Because whatever you are expert now, that is also due to practice what you did for many years, right? Similarly, eating. Very easy. What we said, only 40 times you chew. In that 40, how much mind is counting? Come on, come 40, very quick. No, 20, 20. My God, 20, 20, 40 is far away. This is how, right? Mind always wants 40, I want immediately because no patience, because this is how we are practiced. Just eating, seeing, talking to someone or seeing television or eating and just swallowing immediately. Just visit only 40 times. Just chew. Very simple thing. Can you change this simple thing? Very difficult, right? Remember, to change a simple thing itself, it takes few weeks or few months. When this itself takes few weeks or few months, you want to reprogram the mind. You want to come out of your suffering. The other person in your life is not giving suffering. Remember, you have to, when you reprogram, nobody is suffering. Right? Nobody can cause you suffering. If you really want to reprogram, how much time you have to take? 1 year? 2 year? 3 year? Depends on your intensity. If you are intense seeker, within few years, you can reprogram yourself. But that intensity is not there with most of us.
So my
So what
experience,
we should accept? Yes, sir.
my experience was that since I always, recite Bhojan Mantra. So first I tried it when you said ki 40 times, fine. It was boring and all. So then, what I did is, I just closed my eyes and started reciting the mantra. And then, I was doing this. So suddenly,
You should not take help of mantra. No. Condition is only chew. See, remember that. Have you noticed anything? If you start next 2-3 days, please start chewing 40 times. You will see your food quota will come down. If somebody wants to be in diet, follow this. Instead of taking this much food, within half, 50%, you will feel sufficient. Now, our next 50%, unnecessarily we are taking and loading the system. It is digesting, it is throwing it out. Because you're eating slowly, you're giving, see, two things are there. They will say like you have to chew. Chewing is secondary because you have hydrochloric acid. Even without chewing, if you put it, it will digest. The most important thing is saliva secretion. When you eat fast, you are secreting lesser amount of saliva. When you chew for 40 times, you are segregating more saliva. The more saliva comes, the digestion happens here itself. The saliva is needed for digestion. We are just swallowing like a tiger and lion. We are expecting well-being. Why we are saying this is simple things. We have gone away from good habits. To get simple things, it needs a lot of patience, our willingness, a lot of effort. Remember, these are not going to be forever, this difficulty. If you start following one simple, initially few days it will be difficult. Suppose I give one today. We'll take one practice next week, one practice next week. If you make everything habit slowly, after 3-4 years, you will be doing 90 or 80% of your life in your hand. Good practice will come. You will gain all the patience, all the thing, perseverance, everything will be there. We are not investing life into it. That's why everything is difficult. When you yourself cannot listen to you, do you expect somebody in your family to listen to you? You only was wearing the watch on the right instead of left. You know it, but you are seeing on the left. You are not listening to you, right? When chewing, it has become so difficult. You are not listening to you. You can't even follow your own words. How you expect somebody in your family to follow your words? First, you follow your words, then they will follow you. So me following my words is very difficult, true? When that is difficult, I need to make correction here, not outside. When you refine yourself, when you start correcting yourself, then slowly you will be under your control. My mind will be my control. Then nothing I need to be my control. Even somebody is 100% against me, it doesn't matter. I live a good life. This is the only way to attain or to get happiness. There is no other way. So small practice. Ultimately, I need to get mind under my control. Before getting mind under my control, I should get body under control. That's why we do asana. By asana, you try to get body under your control, then start getting mind under your control. So when we are aware, when you see the wrong hand for time, that means you are not aware. You only took decision in the morning. Other hand, watch is there. Without that awareness, you keep on getting your program. Your old program is running. You need to erase your old programming, but not immediately. It takes time. Why we have given this is to understand perseverance is required. If you want to make change in your life, it's a long-term goal, no short-time goal. Within few months, few weeks, can I get ready? No, you cannot get ready. First, accept it. It's a long journey. It will take long time for me to correct myself. Why? You're gone and we have all gone in the wrong direction for a long time. So it takes a long time to come back. Like this small things, if we start making correction, it becomes good. Small habit. You will start making it happen. Most of the time, when we eat, we start talking. We should not do that. When you eat, it's like you are offering food to this body and soul. Soul where God is there. This is prasad. When you take prasad, please ignore everyone. Close your eyes. Eat thing, close your eyes, start. That becomes kind of a joy. After some time, if you start practicing, you will enjoy your eating. Just keep everybody away. Just eat, enjoy. Feel that God is inside. You are offering food to Him. If you start doing that, every act will become a doorway for us to liberate. This may look small. It is not small. You are controlling your mind. Why you do pranayama? To control your mind. Why you do asana? Control your body. Why you are chewing and watching? You are controlling your mind. These are all practices. There are many things in our culture, but we left many of them. Any questions? So yama and niyama, what we're saying is, yama and niyamas may be very difficult, but it's not impossible. Like this, like simple thing, you can start following simple yama and niyamas. If you are willing to do, please start doing from today. You see, after 2 years, you will be doing fantastically well. You'll be seeing so many changes happening inside me. You'll be wondering. It will happen. It's possible.
Can we get some more scientific validation of this chewing? And we know that the salivary juices, get secreted. Is there anything more that we can know?
Sir, net is there, AI is there, sir. So we can ask and learn a lot. See, traditionally it was there. See, for example, I was eating for 2 days a different rice, a Kerala rice, which always I used to take earlier once in a week or something. But I am into some kind of medication with the doctor. He always suggests through food. He said 3 times you need to take only rice, and he gave me without salt, those and so and so. I just took this Kerala rice, which I used to take 3 times. It is giving me so much gas problem. Vata has increased. I was not knowing. So why I'm saying this is there was a traditional knowledge, but now who is there to give the traditional knowledge? So we need to get simple little here and there, but there are still great people. So we need to find people to understand how to take bath, how to drink water, when to drink water, how to do small things. See, anybody suffering from any indigestion, just today you try or tomorrow you try. Take white rice, normal rice, what you take, and take buttermilk, add buttermilk in that, no salt, and you need to keep some vegetable side dish to eat. You should never mix this together. Take some rice with buttermilk. Buttermilk means 2 or 3 spoons of curd, put 1 glass of water, just churn it. It becomes very thin. So you add that buttermilk to your white rice, mix it. If you eat, it will be horrible because no salt. Okay. So when you take that, you have the side dish as that vegetable, whatever the cooked vegetables, no, not this thing. You cook normally. What do you call sabji, or what is that other thing? Hindi. One is sabji. What other will say?
Tarkari.
Whatever. You make the side dish. You add that. One doctor gave me just 2 times. I took so much hunger started coming. He said this will solve all your digestion problem. I was thinking really such a wonderful, simple solution. I used to get this reflex. These only past 1 year I have. Whatever eat, reflex comes. Nowadays, no reflex. The time comes, you start getting hunger like anything. Just try you also. Because this is a knowledge we lost. People say buttermilk is very good, but how to use the buttermilk? None of us know. We used to take curd. Curd is not at all good. It will give you constipation, it will give you all the problem. But buttermilk is very good. But how to use buttermilk with the rice? I was so surprised. So these are all knowledge from our, traditionally it was given in our family, but now nobody is there. But whomever is there, it is there. If you are willing, then we will get all those things. Otherwise, very difficult to get.
One Ashara Kovai is there in Tamil, sir.
Sir?
Ashara Kovai.
Achara Kovai. Fantastic. Yes.
That guides you how to do it, how to take bath. All those
Oh, is
things
it?
being given there.
Very good. I have the book. Very good, sir. Yes. I
Read
heard.
the Ashara Kovai. That guides you a lot.
There's a book called Achara Kovai in Tamil, which Selvaraj sir says. It talks about how to eat, how to take bath, how to do this simple things. I have the book. Maybe we need to start studying. Any questions? Okay, so thanks a lot. We'll meet tomorrow morning. There is no class. Tomorrow morning, I think it's classes there. I think you have asana class. Again, we'll meet tomorrow evening. Okay, Hariom, thank you.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. I have an opinion. Instead of we are chewing 40 times, what if we let the body to decide how much to chew?
No. I don't understand. What is it?
See,
Can you come again?
I'm just listening to the food. I'm without any distraction. I'm eating. I'm not counting how many times I'm chewing, but I'm letting my body to decide how much to chew it.
No,
What do
you are
think
not
of it?
designing. See, how body can think? Is a body can decide number of times, or your mind is deciding?
Okay, it's mind. But you are saying that we have to program the mind to chew it this many times, right?
Yes.
Okay, but
See,
my opinion is that instead of we miss the point listening to the body, right?
if you and me are
Listening to the
living in
body.
forest, if we are
See,
living in forest, if we are listening, we can listen to the body. But most of the duration you are taking, or you are listening to the body and taking? Most of the activities you do in your life, are you listening to the body, or you are taking your own decision?
yes, we are taking the decision, but what we must do is to listen to the body, you know.
See, now you tell me, ma'am, when the sweet is in front of you, who wants the sweet? Your body wants sweet or your mind wants sweet?
Mind, absolutely.
No, you have to
At
listen to the
times
body.
body. Yeah,
See,
at times
what
body.
I'm saying
But
is,
yes,
if you're
yes.
really,
Instead of pushing the sweet into my body, if I listen for a few minutes, and I will get to know, right, that it is only my mind is asking for the food. I mean the sweet. It is not my hunger. My hunger is not asking for that particular food. Now I'm full after I've eaten full. Okay. When I see the sweet, I will know that only my mind is asking for the sweet, not my body, right?
see, whatever, if you say, I will listen to the body, it's good.
Mhm. Okay.
S- See, suppose you have a petrol
No,
car.
okay.
If you have a petrol car, suppose diesel
Okay.
is cheaper or kerosene is cheaper. Can you put kerosene? Can you put water? You will not put water, right? You will do only petrol.
Yes.
This
Yes.
body also needs some fuel. Food is a fuel. We should know
Okay.
what food is good for this body. We should eat only what is good for the body. Now, there is no
Oh.
one you can see who can eat only for the body because the likes and
Mm.
dislike comes. Though the body, suppose the bitter gourd is good for the body, the mind says,
Mm.
bitter, I don't want. Now tell me, listening to the body means what?
If
Bitter
my
gourd
body
comes.
asks for the bitter, I have to give it. If
Ah, who is asking for bitter? Who is asking for bitter?
I feel like if
Your body.
I wake up one day and I suddenly feel like eating the bitter gourd, then it is my body. It is not
No, no,
my
no.
mind.
See, whatever you like, only your mind will ask, ma'am. If you like ice cream,
Then I
whenever you
like.
cross an ice cream, your body will, the mind will say, "Can you eat ice cream?" Then you say, "Why should I control my natural, liking? Let me take." If we go by the way of the mind, this body will not last long. We'll invite all the disease. It is like a car. Give only fuel which is right fuel to the car. Though the car, suppose car wants diesel, you cannot put diesel to a petrol car. Don't listen to body or mind. This body know, we should
Mm.
know what to give this body. This is the right food.
Mm.
You may ask
Mm.
something, maybe once in a while you go and take. But if you start asking, your body doesn't ask for anything. Your mind will ask. Body can only react. When you do something, if it is not good, it will give you stomach pain and all those things. If you
Mm.
good food, you can see here, you can remain healthy. So body
Mm.
cannot ask, but the mind will say, you eat
Mm.
this, you don't eat this. Your mind, all of our mind will not ask for good. It asks for pleasure. Whatever I eat, you
Mm.
tell me the two
Mm.
things. One will give me health, other will give me pleasure.
Mm.
Which my mind will
Mm.
ask?
Mm.
Mostly
Okay.
pleasure. Sometimes
Mm.
good thing. I'm not telling everything you will go for pleasure. Suppose you are
Mm.
not taking coffee, good. That is one
Mm.
thing. But is that everything from morning to night you are doing good to the body or bad to the body?
Yeah,
We are not
absolutely
doing
bad.
everything good. So what I'm saying is, this is a
Mm.
programming because see, our father, mother, somebody taught us. We have been growing. Now, when we come to know something good from the text or from great masters, we should try to incorporate that. Remove this and put it here.
Okay. Okay.
When you put it here, initially body mind will refuse. It will say, no, I don't want. I will not do. Don't listen to it. You do started
Mm.
doing. When you get into practice, then it will be normal. See, simple yoga practice. When you started learning yoga, your body liked it. Your mind liked it. No.
No.
It says, no, I
I was
sleep for a little
thinking.
more. No, do only one Surya Namaskar. No, the body ask excuse. The body will say, it's paining. Your mind will say, no, do it tomorrow. But you
Okay.
started putting it with force because you doing yoga is very good or going walking is very good. After you
Mm.
putting for certain number of days, now body says, okay, I will do it, right?
Yes.
The
Yes.
mind
Yes.
says, okay, you will do it.
I will go with that point.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is what I'm
Okay.
saying. Remove the programming, do good things, make a new programming. Then everything will be fine. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. 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 Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am. We'll meet tomorrow. Are you?